Welcome back, all my Minecrafting friends. It's time to do the player update for November 2014 Minecraft Hardcore Challenge, the Super Max Challenge, Day 6. Let me just turn those mob sounds down a little bit. They're just a little loud. Sound, hostile creatures, hostile. Why are they so hostile? They're my family. Better. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's start right off with Lanio. Lanio was moving villagers to the prison, and they went to the doors. So he had a good idea. Is it? Oh yeah, bad day. Bad day. He had a good idea. Break all the doors in the village and put doors on the way to the prison, and when night comes, they all run to the doors. Worked good, so, you know, try that if you're having trouble moving villagers. And then he did some mining. Next we have Outfoxed. Outfoxed ran out of cobble, making the foundation of his prison. And so then he went back to his cobble generator and got more cobble. Okay. Next we have Cell In Gaming and Dan Plays. Cell In Gaming and Dan Plays finished the huge... Why is he taking damage? He finished the huge perimeter wall. Okay, he's got a big perimeter wall, and it's like, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 blocks high. It's really high. And then they put stone fence on top of that, and then they put torches on top of that, and it's, I mean, from a distance it really looks like a penitentiary, but they haven't done anything on the inside of the prison, so they still have a long way to go. Next we have the team of OG Games, Viv Cakes, and New Azusa, the suicide team, I think they call themselves. And they were busy building catacombs. Catacombs, I think that's like a lower level of cells in their prison. Mostly OG was doing the building, and Viv Cakes and New Azusa were wandering around. Next we have Technoscribe and Mom of Miners and Franken Honest, which is also known as Mike Deadmond. So Techno, Momo, and Frank, they lost a few villagers in day 6, turned into zombies, insufficient lighting in houses, stuff like that. They did some trading, though. She has a spot on her nose. Yes, right there on the end. See, right there. Okay. And the little toddler there is playing with block of dirt. So cute. Okay. And see, they did some trading. They worked on cells, and they're using iron doors on their prison. So very fancy. Next we have Magic Dad 76 in his solo world. He's building more cells, did some trading, and moved some more villagers into cells. His cells have iron doors and iron bars. So, very cool. Oh look, he's in the tub in the corner. Is he taking a bath? Is he getting a little baby bath? Next we have Psycho SFK and Crazy Kinsey. They did some mining, and they did a lot of smelting, so they are preparing the materials, the stone blocks and stone bricks that they need to build their prison with. Next we have Draco Wolfclaw and Kidda Plays. They have villagers running loose everywhere. They they opened all the doors and let the villagers run around, and then they made this long hallway to the prison. They put some doors on it, but you know, prisoners are a little unpredictable, and they're having some difficulties. Okay. Next we have Rebel Guy. Rebel Guy did some mining, and then he built some cells, and then he built a guard tower. So, very fancy. Next we have the team of okay, already said that one. That was Suicide Team. Okay, next we have Nova Cookie 232. Nova Cookie 232 on day 5 waited at the swamp for slimes to spawn, and they didn't. So then on day 6, he waited around all day on day 6. Night fell. He's gonna get those slimes. They never spawned. There's no slimes spawning in his swamp. Is this something with 1.8 that slimes don't spawn in swamps anymore? Is this something new that I didn't know about? But anyway, he was there for 2 days and I think he got 1 slime. Okay, so not having a good day there. Okay, next we have the team of Sonic 306 MC and Max, and they are building cells in which to put their villagers in eventually. Next we have the solo world of Technoscribe. She is locking villagers in cells. Next we have Marco Han. Marco Han is building a huge wall, and then he went mining, and then he came back and built some more on the wall. Then he built a cell with a bed and a toilet and an iron door. So it's only 1 cell so far, but it's a very nice, well-appointed, well-furnished cell. Okay? So, next we have CJ. CJ went to a temple, got the goodies, got diamonds, went to the second village, then came back to the home village, made a pumpkin farm, did some TNT mining, some blast mining with TNT, mined obsidian, 4 blocks of obsidian, so you know what he's got. Oh, and then he made an enchanting table. Okay, so he did it. Made the enchanting table. Now he'll be able to enchant his stuff and save time with fast tools. Okay, next we have the team of Voodoo Beard, Talbotron, Amy Chatters, and Haven Hexed. They were busy in day 6 moving villagers down into the cells, down in their deep prison, deep underground prison, and having difficulties, just like everyone else is, moving villagers, but still having some successes. So, next we have Baker Bell. Baker Bell made it back to the village. She started working on the foundation, ran out of cobble, and went mining. Next we have Friar Nurgle. Friar Nurgle is building more glass boxes around his prisoners. Just wherever he finds them, he builds a glass box around them, and they're sealed in. And then he started tearing down houses and other buildings in the village. So it just looks like a random arrangement of glass boxes with prisoners in them. Next we have John Fall 92. John Fall 92 is building more cells and tearing down houses, like everyone else. Next we have Darren Sim. Darren Sim tearing down houses. He went and got some sugar cane from the side of the river. Then he went caving for materials, and then he came back up and started making cells. Next we have Cherry Bitters MC. Cherry Bitters is building cells. This is her single player world, by the way, her solo world. And she knocked a baby zombie through a closed window. So, a closed window like this, a baby zombie was up here trying to get to a villager. She came up and hit him, and he ended up inside the house with the villagers. So that didn't work out so well. Of course, then she ran inside and killed him. I don't know if she lost any villagers in the process, but so be careful when you're hitting mobs at a window, because you could hit them right through the window. Next we have PB Plays inside. She is building towers in her village. She built one in the middle. She built one over on the edge. And let's run around to the other side and see what this looks like from the other window. Oh yeah, there we go. So, PB is building towers. Okay, next we have El Draconis. El Draconis started out mining, found diamonds, and then came up to the village and started building cells. Next we have the team of Cherry Bitters MC, Batheart MC, and Skywise. They call themselves the Transatlantic team. Okay, they did some cutting wood, did some mining. Cherry Bitters mined a lot of coal so that she'll have trading materials. Next we have MGVTM, also known as Mark. He went back to the village, did some enchanting, started making cells, and putting iron doors on them. Next we have Power Yak. Power Yak worked on his prison. A creeper blew up inside the prison, which made a huge mess, as you can imagine. You know, prisoners running wild, doors broken. Yeah, it was a mess. Next we have the team of Steampunk Mage, Beto, Philbun, and Bandy. Okay, in day 6, Beto was in the Nether, looking for Netherwart, when he was attacked by a wither skeleton and killed. So there's only 3 left. I think they started with 6 or 7. If you count Craig, it would be 7. If you don't count Craig, it would be 6. And now they're down to 3. So they need to make another gravestone and another grave. Oh, they already did that, actually. I remember. Yes. And they put a flaming netherrack on the gravestone. On the grave. Okay. But they were able to make potions. So they do have potions of weakness now, which they can use to heal a zombie. Next we have the solo world of OG Games. He has made he calls it a Lexan wall around his village. It's actually a glass pane wall around the village. And if you shoot an arrow at a glass pane, does it stick in the glass or does it break the glass? I don't know. I have to try that sometime. I don't have a bow. Okay. Well, someone let me know. If you shoot arrows at glass panes, what happens? Next we have Star of Wisdom. Star of Wisdom is moving villagers into cells. And he left a chest in the desert somewhere, like the lost treasure of the Sierra Madre. He went off into the desert looking for it, decided he couldn't find it, had to pause the video, go check his coordinates, and then he went and found his chest, and it wasn't filled with treasure, it just had a little bit of cobble in it. So, but he brought it back. He did find his missing chest and brought it back to the village. And now he's working on making a prison. Next we have the solo world of New Azusa. New Azusa has gone completely off the range, off the what they call it, off the reservation. Okay, he's nowhere near the village. He's not building cells. He's off somewhere on the edge of the desert, making a base and a temple, and making a tree farm, and killing chickens, and it's like he's using this seed, but he's not playing this challenge for some reason. Okay. Well, next we have Lightbringer. Lightbringer got some books out of a village, and then he came back to the home village, and he did some trading with villagers, and this is the guy that has the nether prison. Okay, he's got a portal inside one of the houses, and it leads into a building in the nether where he has put his prison, and he pushed all the villagers through the portal and locked them up into little 1-by-1 cells in the prison in the nether, and he did a lot of trading with them. But now his plans for the next 2 episodes are to upgrade the prison materials to stone blocks and iron doors and iron bars and stuff like that, so it looks more prison-y. Right now he's kind of like got them blocked in with half wood slabs, wooden half slabs. Okay, so, and as we did in the last player update, let's talk a little bit about December. December's challenge is called the Great Race, and it is going to be a race. And January's challenge is going to be called the Underground Challenge Reloaded. It's a sequel to the original Underground Challenge. In the original Underground Challenge, I gave you too many resources the first day. Okay, the rule was you can gather anything you want in the first 10 minutes and then go underground when the sun goes down. Well, people gathered enough food and wood that they didn't have to do anything underground except just mine, and it wasn't much of a survival challenge. So in the January, the sequel to the Underground Challenge 2 Reloaded, there's going to be a severe restriction on what you can take with you underground, so stay tuned for that. And in February of next year, we're doing a challenge called the Merchant of Minecraft, where we see who can get the most emeralds from villagers. And in March, we're doing the Foodie Challenge, where we will make a chart of every kind of food in Minecraft, and whoever eats the most different kinds of foods is the winner. So that should be fun. I'll see you all in the next episode. Mike Deering signing out. Wave goodbye, Junior.